Hi, I'm Pat Barrett here at Women's Radio 2. Today I have one gentleman, we're going to have his partner next week, who is going to talk about their new book, which is about super aging. I think it's a very exciting topic. Actually, I think all of us have been talking about it for a while, but they're going to bring some great insight into this area. I'm just so eager to introduce you to David Cravit. And David, welcome to Women's Radio 2. Also,
Thank you for having me.
also the guys are coming. I'm very excited about that. Well, launch right in because I'll give a little bit of background to our great audience, and that is that you've been in advertising and marketing for a very long time, something 35 plus years, and so has your co-writer, Larry, and and this kind of came to both of you, and now you have a website for the whole community that's really interested in aging, and then you have three books, I believe, plus the workbook now. So tell us, like the essence of the communication, or why is this such a hot and yummy topic right now?
Sure. So I'm going to open with a question for your whole audience. Can you get older without getting old? It's not necessarily a contradiction. Everybody that's listening to my voice is going to be an hour older, a day older, a week from now. So older, the calendar keeps going. But does that mean you have to be old? Because old is associated with feeling helpless, playing defense. Uh-oh, I've reached age 65, the age of retirement. I really haven't got enough time left to do much. God willing, I won't be terribly sick or in pain, but kind of running the course. That's the old model. That's called default aging. Super aging says, wait a minute, I could have 20 years, 30 years. The fastest growing age group in America in percentage terms is centenarians. So if I'm 65 and I've got 30 years to go, 40 years to go, what am I going to do? I'm going to spend that whole time sitting in a rocking chair, crocheting or playing cribbage? Not really. So today's breed of aging says, I can make these decades a positive. I don't have to be on the retreat. I don't have to play defense. I can live healthier, live longer, do more, because actually I've got time now. And that's a new idea. So the question
Isn't
becomes, how do I achieve that? And now we're ad guys, as you said, we're not doctors, we're not fitness coaches, but we went out and found the expertise about health and diet and nutrition and technology and financial plan, all the different things. We organized it into a list called the 7 A's of super aging.
I
And
love
we
that
wrote,
too.
yeah,
It makes it
yeah,
easy and it's right
easy.
on.
And it's a system, and your audience, you can look at the book and go to our website, superagingnews.com, and you'll see it all laid out for you there. The hardcover book, which came out in April of 23, gave the idea. The new workbook gives actually interactive exercises, quizzes, activities you can do to help you do this. But we organized it into a system, an actual program where you can say, I plan to live to 100. Now, you and I talked earlier. Obviously, we know that that may not happen for everybody. We know anybody can get hit by a bolt of lightning. But in your head, if you plan that and if you're optimistic about that, and the first A, and there's a reason it's the first A, which is attitude, underpins everything because research has shown that people with a positive attitude significantly outlive people with a negative attitude, and having a positive attitude has been traced right down to the cellular level. It reduces stress, it reduces inflammation, which causes so many age. It's on. But the message is you have the power, we have the system. And no, and we do. And it's
Yeah,
there
that's great.
for a majority of people. I say a majority, obviously there's not for everybody, but a vast majority have the power to make these years way better and way longer. And so the empowerment idea is really the key to super aging, is that if I go out and work at it, if I get the information, if I get the system, I can actually live aspire to live to 100, and those years won't be painful and stressful. They'll be very dynamic.
So, David, we were talking about this before. Where can people find your community online? What's the name of the community and how do they?
Okay, if they go to the website Super Aging News, all one word, superagingnews.com, they will see information about the community, about the book, about the two books now, about the whole idea of super aging. What are the 7A's? And then we have a free newsletter that comes out 3 times a week that brings you the latest and greatest each week. What's hot? What's going on? What are the latest research findings? They'll see all that in our website, and they'll be able to put this program into practice. And every single thing on there comes from a third-party expert. It's not just Larry Wolf and David Cravit dreaming it up. We're curators. We're organizing it for you.
I agree with that process. Well, I love your list, your A list, as it were, and it includes attitude, awareness, activity, accomplishment, which I think is really good. Even if you don't accomplish everything you want, having a list of things you'd like to accomplish, I think is really helpful. And autonomy. We all, I think, at some age, we all really want to stay in that
Everybody wants
state.
to stay in that category. Yeah.
Yeah, and attachment and avoidance. And in that last one, you talk about some of the things we all definitely want to avoid, and scammers and so forth is one of those. And as you said, we feel largely like we're powerful enough, we're smart enough that we can figure it out and avoid that. It's not like we're sitting here cringing.
Right. And the answers, this is important. The answers are there now. The products are there, the services are there, the medical research is there, the things that will enable us to live longer that didn't used to exist do exist. And if you
Right.
can go after them in an organized way, get the right information, apply the right techniques, you can definitely be a super ager. And because super agers are taking over, that's
Oh,
the new
and
model of
that's
aging.
something else we talked about before we started recording is now it appears that the ultimate age, so to speak, is getting older and older and older, that our children or our grandchildren may well look at a lifetime of 100, 120, 125, and so
No
forth.
problem. Right. And that world that will become the norm, we are pioneering that world right now.
Yes.
We're going out ahead and forging the trails that will lead to that world where 90 won't be the new 70. That'll be 90. 90 will be 90. He's a 90-year-old. He's only got 40 years to go. I mean, that's the world we're moving into thanks to super aging.
Do you talk on your programs about all the latest and greatest in things that are helping to eliminate bad either diseases or conditions or whatever when they come up with new information?
Yes. And one thing I do want to say, I know we're running, is that a lot of this new information is about how very modest actions can produce massive results. They did a study where they reduced the amount of time people are sitting. They took a research group and said, we're going to reduce the amount of time you're sitting by 30 minutes a day. They talked to them, they got them up, they got them moving, and they did a multi-year study, and they increased their lifespan and reduced their blood pressure measurably. So not everything is a big, expensive, complicated
Oh,
program that you can't get your head around. Little steps, and we've got them, we list them. Little steps can produce massive results for you.
I I've been fascinated by watching lots of things on YouTube lately, and one of them is this cartoon oriented depiction of someone doing Tai Chi. And they show
Right.
these very simple movements. And then they say, this guy with all the muscles didn't get it by lifting weights. He did it with Tai Chi. And you're thinking, is that possible?
Well, my co-writer Larry Wolf, who's in his 80s, has a video of himself doing Tai Chi.
Really? Oh,
Is it possible? Not only is it possible, it's happening.
yes.
So
Right,
you
right,
can,
right.
my message is you can do this. Let us show you how.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, well, tell us the name of the book again and where people can
The,
get
the
it.
name of the book is The SuperAging Workbook. It's a follow-up to an earlier book called SuperAging, Getting Older Without Getting Old. We have links to both of them on our website. You can read book reviews. You can read what other people have said about these books. And superagingnews.com is where to find all of this.
Well, David, this has been so much fun. I mean, I think it's a
Me
very,
too.
very
Great.
juicy topic, and I'd love for
Sure.
you and Larry to come back again. We'll
Anytime.
talk
We'd
with
love to.
Larry next week, and we just wanted to put the spotlight on you for today. We'll put
Well, I
it on him
appreciate it
next
so
time.
much. Thank you very much, Beth.
Thank you very much for being my
Okay.
guest today.
Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.